Hi, fellow traders. I'm going to recap my trade from this morning and the trade from yesterday because I didn't get to do a video yesterday. We did the first swing trading class, and then afterwards I met with somebody, and I really didn't have time to get through to do a video last night. And I wasn't gonna try to do it after 12 because I was half asleep. So I'll just go over the trade that everybody was asking me about yesterday as well. But do want to remind you, if you're not a member and you want to check out what we do, join us for Sneak Peek Wednesday. That's our version of free chat day. You can go to my website, averagejoetrader.com, click on the Sneak Peek logo and register. Or you can just join in on my YouTube channel, because I will be streaming it live as long as the network allows. I'll be streaming it live on YouTube, so you can just subscribe to my channel if you want to get notified when I go live. But either way will work good. Now, if you have questions and you want them answered, the best place to join is to come in my room and register and actually come into our chat room, because I don't get to monitor the YouTube feed that much, because I am trading and I am watching my chat room. I'm watching the free chat room. So a lot's going on. So just come join us, and you can see just how we do these trades that I'm going to go over here in a second. All right, guys, we're going to look at my BBRY trade today. I may take another one. I'm not sure. I am tracking LOW on a VWAP rejection. I know it's a lunchtime trade, but you know, if we hold below the VWAP on it, it should give us a good move. So, you know, I may be doing that, but I wanted to do this because, you know, it's Friday. I don't do any work after the close, and I had a couple people want me to recap this and my trade yesterday, so I'm gonna do this real quick. So on BBRY, you know, it hit my scan. You know, when I turned the computer on at 7:30, I was watching it here, and I was like, please wait until 8 o'clock so I could get in. I knew they had a conference call at 8, and that's where this crazy candle came from. So after that first 5 minutes, and I saw this candle, I'm like, this is gonna be short all the way. So I don't have to wait for the call to be over. I can just get in this. And I waited for us to clear these moving averages and the VWAP, and I got in right here. Now, yeah, we were right on this 44 level, but at this point I had no respect for it. I thought we were just gonna roll over, and it didn't happen. You know, it started looking good, then we opened here and we started to pull back, but we bounced, and it ran up so fast I wasn't able to cover where I wanted to. It blew past my cover, and I lost like $40 more than what I had anticipated. You know, which is, I mean, that's fine. That's the chance we take trading in the pre-market. But I should have had my my hotkeys in place. And had I had my hotkeys in order, I probably would have got out. You know, I do have them, I just don't use them. But I probably would have got out and saved myself this $40. But it is what it is. So I waited, and I had conviction that this stock was going to come down. I was listening to the conference call, and all I could hear was blah, 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 blah. I mean, it really wasn't making, you know, it didn't really give any indication that we were going to negate any of the news that came out in earnings. So I waited, and I got in here under the 20. And, I was expecting it to get through this 44, which it got held up on. And I'm like, man, come on. And we just held it, but we stayed below the 20. And as long as we were below the 20, we were below the VWAP, this trade, was still viable. So we lost it. We got this move down. So I took some off on this 34 level because this candle came down and tapped this 34 level and pulled back up. So I went ahead and took some here instead of waiting, till we got a little bit further down. And also I got some here. I was trying to get it on the 50-day. This is the 50-day from the daily chart. But I kind of got out of sorts here and ended up taking it a little bit early. So I gave up about 10 or 15 cents on this last cover. But that was fine. I knew I was going to wait for it to bounce, give me another bounce. And I thought with this candle, it was going to take me out of this opening trade. So I just kind of waited for the open here. When this candle opened, I was like, oh, well, since we did this, I'm going to get it right under the close of this candle. Well, again, it's opened and it pushed up. And by the time I convinced myself that we were doing what I thought we were going to do, I was able to get back in here and was looking for the fade of the 50-day, which we got. Came down and I got to my first target here, which was $9.95. This is a level here that I missed. I didn't put the level here, but there was a level here at $9.95, and that's where I took this. I was waiting to see if we can get $9.60 when it looked like we were bouncing, and we made higher lows on the 2-minute chart. I went ahead and covered some here, and I was gonna wait again to see if we got it, but we didn't. Ended up getting hit on my profit stop right here around 985 or 983. So we managed this about as good as we can manage it. Yeah, you want to get, ideally we want to hit the bottoms and the tops, but that's not going to happen every day. And if we sit here and try to do that, we can, put a serious dent in our profits. So all we're trying to do is catch the meat of the move. And so we caught the meat of this move, we caught the meat of this move. And that's it for today. Today there's no range. It's probably going to trade sideways for a while, trade within a 20-cent range, and that's no trading for me. So all well and good. This was a good trade. I gave up about $90 on this. So this should have been over $200 altogether. And the reason why I'm doing this, I'm showing you with smaller size. Now this was a lower price stock, so we're not going to get the range that we get on the $50, $60, $70, $80 stocks. And so we're going to be able to size up a little bit more. But just showing you with smaller size on these lower dollar tickers, you still can make a profit. Some people would love to make this in a week. Here we made this on one trade. So it's all about, understanding that if you want to grow your account, you can. You don't have to trade with this big size. You can trade small every day. That's what we do every day in chat. Every day we take small size and we grow our account day by day by day. Are we going to have setbacks? Yeah, that's the name of the game. We just adapt to the market and continue to move on. So this was BBRY today. Yesterday was AAL. This was another one. I thought we were going to bounce. We made this big move up. And I thought we were flagging out here and we were going to bounce off of VWAP. So I took it long, covered half up here at the previous high. But then we failed and they ended up getting stopped out, back at break even. And then we started to roll over. And once we lost VWAP, I became short biased. But I didn't want to get in here. We were after 9 o'clock. But I actually could have gotten in here and taken this trade. But I waited to the open. We got the first candle, opening candle. I was a little bit late getting in. I didn't get my order hit in time. So got in here. And, we pulled back a little bit. But just like we always say, as soon as you get in, the trade's probably not going to go the way you want it to. So, here it didn't. It kind of pulled back a little bit. Then it finally worked. I hit my 2 levels and I was out. I was waiting for the rejection here. So we waited, got the pullback, got the rejection here, got in, hit my 2 covers again. And, well, actually, I split this in half because I was looking for it to get to the 200 this time. And so I took some off here, took another piece off here. And so I had a quarter of my position waiting to get to the 200. And that was it right there. So we maximized this trade. We got everything we could out of it. Here again, we're trading with smaller size. How many shares did I get? 300 shares or 200 shares? Yeah, just trading with 200 shares. And then we got 300 on this last move. Small size. And, again, today we have a lot of people that would love to make $280 in a week. And we did it in a day. And we've been finding stocks like this is what we try to do is find one stock every day we can maximize. The day before that was KMX. We were able to maximize the profit, catch the meat of this move. We didn't even catch the reversal. This could have put another couple $100 in the bank. But we didn't catch it. But could have been a solid one, but we caught the meat of the move, the short. That was the trade I was looking for. That was a conviction. 464.86 on 300 shares. That's all we traded, 300 shares. Let me see if there's another one. Yeah, SPLK, there's another one. 250 on this. We maximized. Now, I overtraded this, which hurt in profits. I think I might have gotten $170 in profit altogether on this because of the over trading I did. But, still trading with 100 shares, 200 shares, 100 shares, 200 shares, and we make decent profit. So if you want to learn how to do this and you want to learn how to trade and be consistent and put, a couple of dollars in your account every day, that's what we look to do here. Come join us. Come check us out on our Sneak Peek Wednesday. I talked about that at the beginning. Come join us. See what we're all about. And go on YouTube. You can watch the sneak peek from last Wednesday if you want to check out another day in chat. Everything is open. Everything is 100% transparent. And, that's the way we want our community to be. So please come check us out. See what we're doing here. We will be glad to have you. So I'll be back tomorrow with my weekly wrap up so we can see how all of this added up at the end of the week. And, get ready for the coming week here. So you guys take care. Have a good rest of the day and enjoy your weekend.